Shall we talk? Yes, we shall. We're going to talk about the Medford Infraction because I like this knife. Oh my God, I can't tell you. It's been well over a year since I saw it and I go, oh my God, I think I got to have this. At least, not like in permanent collection necessarily, but I got to get my hands on it. I want to see what it's like. I'm curious. That kind of thing. Because, well, yeah, you're right. You can afford to keep it. It's only $60. They got the zeros wrong, didn't they? Whoops. No, it's 600. Okay, so there you go. In any case, the Infraction. Hey, I think it's cool. I really do. It's a hoss of a knife. Blue. I saw it first, the carbon fiber one, and I thought, oh man, I want that carbon fiber with the satin. And you know what? And when I, finally got around to it, they didn't have it in stock. But I saw this blue one, and you know about me. So blue, and it's a chunk of change. It's not necessarily a big knife, but it's blue, and it's a little blue beast is what it is. It's a beast of a knife. God, check this. It's got to be a fatty, right? About 16 mil, yeah, 0.62 of an inch. Oh, check this out. Yeah, 0.1, 9, almost 5 millimeter blade stock right there. I mean, that's some crazy. And let's see if we can get a little bit better grip on that. Yeah, basically 5 millimeter blade stock, which is almost 0.2 of an inch. So, wow. That's it's a chunk of change. It really is. Comes in this cool box. I mean, check this out. This is great. Of course, you get the dog tag. Come here. Where are we on the backside? Right here. 100% made in the USA. And, came in this little bubble pouch, and it comes in that limited warranty thing, and then you got the card, and you got his signatorial here. November of 2017. Been a while then. Been a while since this one got made. See, there's the card and all that. That's cool. Cool boxes. I like his boxes. I like this Medford Infraction. I like the Infraction. I think this might be maybe my favorite Medford. It's not a Mongo huge long knife. You can carry it. It's a little fat for the pocket maybe in some carry situations. And I think that's a 36 actually of 50. So how about that? It's S35VN steel, so it's not D2 like many of his knives have been made of traditionally. And, oh my God, it's getting further to reach across that table. But yeah, it's reasonably sharp out of the box. So yeah, made in the Phoenix area. I know he's north of me by about 100 miles. I had to go up there and bother him sometime, except, I'm not sure I want to bother him. I've heard him on his YouTube channel, and he's a very strong personality, U.S. Marine Corps. My brother-in-law is my wife's older brother, slightly older, is a colonel in the Marine Corps, retired. So, and I'll be talking about that in a future video, actually. But later. Although this is coming up on the Memorial Day. We're in the Memorial Day kind of part of the year. So whenever this gets released. But I like this Infraction. You got a titanium pocket clip. Tip up carry, big old thick lock bar. I haven't ever seen any lock bar inserts, steel inserts in his, so I don't know what he does to keep them from having lock stick particularly, but I've never had lock stick on one of his knives. And you can see, and I didn't take this apart because I don't want to mess with it. As far as doing any weight relieving from the bottom or this part, the bottom of the scale, which I guess you could have gone in and done some there. Here, I don't know. You've done some and cutaways here, so you've kind of taken some out of that. You got this little styling cue here, along with here, and then this running across, all these different tiers here running here, cutaway there. On the other side, you just have these two. They didn't do the groove like they did here. They didn't do any little cutaway things. Well, you can't really do that because you got that lock bar. At least they did the cutaway on the lock bar on the inside. So that's kind of nice. Because a lot of knives, let's say, do the cutaway here on the outside. So that's nice. And the lockup is pretty heavy at about 30%. 35 maybe. And, they run on washers, but it flips reasonably well. It does not feel like bearings. I got my finger in the way there. It does not feel like bearings. It does feel like washers, but washers after a while can get pretty doggone smooth. And there's that argument. If it's going to be a heavy use knife, you get into the dust, dirt, debris, that can, get into the bearings and everything, where if it's washers, it's a flat, it's making full contact with the blade, stabilizes it better. The debris does not get in there and interfere with the functioning of that pivot situation. So, I don't know. I mean, that may be a concern there and what they're trying to address. You've got a big old front choil here, so you can go forward real easy. I like the cutaway on the blade. I think that's really neat. Can you? Yes, you can finger flick it. So you can deploy the knife with the cutaway here if you want, because there's a big old cutaway. I've never tried to. Yeah, okay, you can do it that way too. Okay, so, finger flick, thumb flick, flipper tab, big front choil, big thick blade stock. You take your big thick wallet, go into the big thick store, get a big thick knife, have a very thin wallet when you leave. But maybe a big thick smile on your face. At least something's got to be thick. And look at these standoffs. They're big old boys, aren't they? Yeah, I mean, look at the right there. Snap ring pliers. You could do that. Oh, hold on, come here. I knew I had you on the table for some reason. That kind of thing. So you can just put them babies in there and turn it around. But you know what? I ain't, because I read the warranty. And I know I got a guy that saw this knife when I posted on Instagram and go, I must have it. So, no, I'm not going to mess with it. Not going to mess with it. Just going to flip it and show it to you, because it's quite the chunk. It's quite the chunk of junk. I was just wondering, it looks so much like a front flipper tab. I guess you could deploy it that way. Otherwise, I'm not really sure of this. These little stops come right up here and right up there. So there you go, as far as, because you can see there's no internal stop pin. Okay, and there's no external stop pin either. I mean, the internal one would be inside this blade area. If you took the knife apart, you'd see it. Sometimes you could see it down through there. But, I mean, there's not an external one here either. So, there you go. It stops that way, and it stops that way. And it's 3.5 inch. It's just, the same size as the Para 2. As far as the size goes. maybe, let's, you know what? The Para 2 looks a lot bigger, but it's not. In that aspect ratio. Here, let me get this. It's like 8 inches long. Para is like 8.25, so, and we're struggling to get to 8. We're really 7 7/8, so okay. But we've got a, 3 5/8, so we got about 91 or 2 millimeters, and overall, about 20 centimeters. But yeah, that is a little smaller than the Para. The Para is 8.5 blade length, and I mean 3.5. And I'm being generous when I say 3.5. Okay, on the Para 2. As you can see, depends on where you measure it, but I call it maybe 3.4, 3.45, and overall, but 8.25. See, so the thing is that the infraction's under 8 inches actually, but the blade length is about the same. So you have a more proportional blade to handle ratio there. And check it out. Where are we coming here? Are we going to cut my finger off? No, but we're pretty much using about all we can use on that handle. So that's nice. This thing's getting so much smoother now. Wow, a lot smoother. Yeah, if it wasn't so damn expensive, I could afford to have one in my collection. But, because I really do like the infraction. This is probably the Medford knife that would be in my bucket list of knives. And I showed you what was inside there. And, of course, the box goes inside an outer box, which is here, and which I can't pull apart, obviously. There we go. Bust open, baby. Like that. And on this side, there's your kind of model number information. S35VN, tumbled. It's blue. Number 38. Number 38. Did I say 36? God, I cannot keep it together. So there you go. It went to the distributor called Blue Ridge Knives. 3 of 10 that were sent, I guess, to them. So that kind of thing. And guess where it was made? 3 guesses, and the first 2 don't count. Yeah, in the U.S. of A. So yeah, I mean, I really like it. Fit and finish is good on this knife. There's no sharp edges anywhere in here. Kind of like that little kind of acid wash or bead blast or something on the inset there in that blade. I mean, it would have been nice had they done a little strip on the back here, and maybe some of these little step downs on this, although, see, they couldn't have done it there. So I don't know. Nah. You might have been able to do this little notch and match it over here a little bit, but that might have got into this lock bar situation. So don't know really. I think just the groove along here would have been good. And I think that would have made it better, because we always got to come up with some niggle, don't we? But what do you think it weighs? Come on, guess. I'm going to guess. Oh, you probably saw the stats when I showed you that Blade HQ thing. I was trying to just show you the price. I promise not to look. 6.2, 6.3. Come on. Hold on. Ooh, no, it's not going to be that heavy, is it? 153 grams. I don't think it'll hit 6. Let's kick on over to ounces. No, 5.4. Wow, that surprises me. Maybe because it's not that long, it just feels heavier in my hands. And I, mentally thought 5 millimeter blade stock, 6/10 of an inch. Man, that's going to be heavy, and they didn't weight relieve a lot. 5.4, I'm surprised. Wow, that is crazy. Okay. What can I say, though? Haven't messed it up too bad, have I, with my hands, you know? Just get your bottle of Windex ready, because that, you know, that'll take it back to square, you know. You can get all the oils and stuff off that are dulling the anode. But yeah, big open design, not terribly complicated. Good looking knife, yeah, I really like it. Okay, if I gotta let you go, you gonna bug out? Hey, Flanny, what do you think? Hey, at least the box is green, dude. The box is green. Maybe you need to go on a visit up to Medford Knives. Medford Knife and Tool. Me boy, that'd be fun. Yes, it would be. I think Greg is a kind of personality that ought to be a blast. Ought to be a real blast. All right, hey, we sure like this infraction. I think it's, yeah, that's probably that and the you know, the major, like the full Praetorian, like either G, not the production one, but the G, that, the full-size Praetorian, and that micro Praetorian. Did you see my review of that one? Oh my God, that was cool. Those three models, and maybe the Marauder, are like my favorite of Medford design. So there you go. Yeah, and I don't have a Medford in my collection, so man, this yeah, damn. That I really like this one. I better quit handling this one, or it's not gonna go out to Frank. He's not gonna get this knife. I'm gonna say, I'm backing out of the deal. All right, thank you so much. Hey, hang around. We've got more things coming. Every day we try and put out some kind of new crazy thing. Maybe someday I'll lose the energy oomph and it'll be every other day or 2 or 3 times a week instead. I don't know. You'd probably think I was dead if I missed a day. But there's a lot to talk about out there in the knife world. And this came and kind of became visible to me when I was like going through the stacks. And wow, I just couldn't say no. I couldn't say no. All right. Thank you so much. Take care. You know what we do around here. We love them knives, so stay sharp.